Shalom, shalom. All honor, praises, glory, and might to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakar Double honors to the apostles, elders, and teachers at Great Millstone for teaching me this 100% truth about our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and the true reason why he's coming back, which is to save the elect remnant of the house of Israel from their enemies and those that hate them, and to take over the earth and universe, which was given to him by the mighty, mighty Yahweh himself, the Ancient of Days, wherein our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, will establish righteousness throughout the whole earth and universe forever under the kingdom of the heaven of the Israelites. Shalom, Akim, and Akwaf. We one day closer to the kingdom. It's your brother Hadab Yarbad back with a quick lesson, man, over the events of what's been going on over this past week. So much has been going on, man. Everything has been speeded up, right? As it is written. The days have been shortened because if it wouldn't be no flesh left, roughly paraphrasing. I was trying to find something, Shalaki. Yeah, we're just going to go over the little news, what's been going over, what's been put in the news, Israel, so we can stay on point. Let me jump back over to 8. Right? I'm going to start at 5. Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. Right? Because to every purpose there is time and judgment. Therefore, the misery of man is great upon him. Let's get that in the NLT before we break it down. Those who obey him will not be punished. Obey who? The Most High Power. Those who are wise will find a time and a way to do what is right. That's the prudent man. The elect, men and women. For there is a time and a way for everything, even when a person is in trouble. Now let's check out these headlines. Let me go back first. Let's get one more before we go, Salaki. To read these headlines of how the Lord is working his purpose on the earth. Matthew 24. Right? Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars. This is how Mashiach speaking. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye not be troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation. And just look at the map and look around the world what's going on. The latest two countries to get into it with each other is Thailand and Cambodia, right? You still got the Ukraine-Russia issue going on. Now, your boy DJ that came out and gave the Russians a deadline, 10 to 12 days, or else we're going to put sanctions on you. 100% sanctions on the people that's dealing with you, buying oil from you. Because Trump just condemned India and put a 25% tariff on them for getting their oil from Russia. All these things is going to lead to these other nations hating the whore. The whore is who? America, Babylon the Great. Right? And kingdom against kingdom. You got Ansarallah, who was known as the Houthis, out of Yemen, saying they going to stage 4 of their war with them Israelis. And that anybody that's doing business with them Israelis is an open target. If they can reach them, whether it be in the Red Sea, the Aegean Sea, they going to hit them. No matter what country it is. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines. It's a famine going on right now over in the Gaza Strip. And guess what them Israelis saying? Oh, the last person, they showed a little kid on TV dying of starvation. They said he wasn't dying because he ain't getting no food. He died because he had a medical condition. But these Israelis is demonic. They maniacs. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences. They keep coming up with new different variants. And now they saying I don't even want to say it, but you know what happened back at the end of 2019 going into 2020. They saying now that was a biochem weapon that they injected into those who received it, that wanted it. Some lawyer, I think it's the Netherlands. Is it the Netherlands? Salaki, let me think right quick. What's another country over there? Either the Netherlands or over by, it ain't Amsterdam. Salaki, let me see something right quick. Because you can't say nothing about it. If you do, you're going to get flagged. Let me see on my history. Look at that. They got a state of emergency in Minnesota, right? They done had a cyber attack. It's coming nationwide. Let's see. Dutch. There it is. A Dutch lawyer tried to sue Kill Gates, and they arrested this motherfucker a month before his trial was supposed to start. And now they're detaining him without saying what he in jail for. Let you know, the elite, they tighten their grips on everybody because they know they have but a short time. And earthquakes, there was a major earthquake off the coast of Russia. Right after Russia came back and told DJ, we ain't Iran, we ain't even Israel. If y'all want to go at it, we can sidestep and go past Ukraine and go to war straight with y'all ass. And guess what happened? The biggest earthquake in modern history, 8 point something, we're going to get the article, just hit in Russia. Earthquakes, right? They had a Shalaki for that. They had a 8.4 earthquake off the coast of Russia, and now they waiting for they warning people for tsunamis. All these are the beginning of sorrows, right? The beginning of sorrows. And let's get some of these articles. Salaki, we'll get one more before then. Let's go back to 9. Just in case y'all don't know who doing this, right? 2nd Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, it's uproars all around the world, right? People in London, now they saying they're going to recognize Palestine as a state in September. Same thing the French said. Everybody's starting to hate them small hats that's over there, the unrecognized state of Israel, right? They starting to hate who? The whore over here too, because they keep backing them. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, there's something going on with the Albanians. Check that out, right? The country of Hungary still mad at them Ukrainians for killing one of their people that didn't want to join their war. You got uproars. You got them Israelis still fucking with the people of Syria. You got mercenaries hired by America and France fucking with the Shia countries in Africa, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Senegal, right? Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Now let's check out some of these articles. Now ain't it amazing? It was a flash flood in Albania, just like the flash flood that came through Texas. We had one in Missouri. This Lincoln County, right? Ellsbury, Missouri. What the fuck? Shalaki Israel. Lincoln County has declared a state of emergency after flash flooding in the city of Ellsbury resulted in numerous residents being evacuated on Sunday. Lincoln County EMA officials say 42 people were rescued overnight and 18 people evacuated their homes between 2nd and 7th Street. Now, just think about it. They having flash floods over in China, too. They just had to relocate, I think it was 280,000 people. The Lord ain't playing. Daniel Thornhill was at the house he rents on South 3rd as the rain fell early Sunday morning. It's amazing how all this rain. So now, let me just continue to read. I saw some standing water coming to the house, so I acted and tried to get as many things that were valuable off the floor that I could. He said, From there, it was trying to make sure I had everything packed and ready to go. He said his 2 young children were not home as water rushed through the structure. Right? Ain't it amazing how it rained, but all of a sudden the river's overflowing. Pay attention, Israel. Let's go back. Right? The love of many have waxed cold. Ecclesiastes 12 chapters in full effect. Isaiah the 19th chapters in full effect. Work for to be scarce over here in Babylon the Great. Federal grant cuts put school mental health resources at risk, staffers say. And it's in the rural areas. And guess what? DJ signed an order to where the homeless people gonna get picked up off the street and put in detention centers. They call them treatment centers. Don't be fooled. As public schools districts prepare for a new school year, there are concerns about dwindling resources stemming from federal funding cuts, with many states sounding the alarm about grants for mental health counselors and social workers. Andrea Torsi, one of 19 mental health staffers serving 6,500 students in a rural Northwest Connecticut district, may soon be out of a job. Right? Think about this. Mental health has increased since them Edomites got in power and start fucking with the foods. Right? The food is tainted. Ezekiel, the 4th chapter, which brings on, they put a lot of metals and shit that's fuck with the brain. This is a whole new area of work, careers for these people, mental health psychologists or whatever. Serving 6,500 students in a rural Northwest Connecticut district may soon be out of a job. Without that support staff in the building, students are unable to get the mental health services that they need. Well, let's think about the medicine that they put them kids on. That affect them too. Remember now, their overall goal is to depopulate. They cutting jobs. So these people finna be looking for new employment that they ain't gonna get. They cutting back to city schools in St. Louis too. They talking about closing half of the schools. Look at this. In rural Georgia, SNAP cuts threaten to strain food banks and leave more children hungry. That's what they trying to do, man. They're trying to create chaos so they can come with a solution that they already know. That new world order. You're going to get this chip in order to get these SNAP benefits, or else you ain't going to get nothing. Pay attention, Israel. Look at this. The love of many have waxed cold. Arkansas couple killed in Devil's Den State Park. Look at the name of the park, Devil's Den, while hiking with 2 daughters. And they just killed the mother and the father. Oh, here we go. An Arkansas couple was killed while hiking with their 2 young daughters. The Devil's Den State Park, investigators said. Police were searching for a suspect. Clinton David Brink, 43, and Kristen Amanda Brink, 41, were found dead Saturday at the park in Washington County in a suspected double homicide. Arkansas State Police said the couple was hiking with their 2 daughters, ages 7 and 9, when they were attacked, State Police said. Their daughters were not hurt and are being cared for by family members. Let me get some. Is it 25? Let me see. Yeah. See, these Edomites, I'm going to go Ecclesiastes 25 and 7 first, because this is for me personally. There'll be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And we know the number one enemy of the Israelites is the so-called modern-day white man. And you see all these things that they have set in place, right? The HAARP machine causing flooding in certain areas, earthquakes in southern areas, right? They cutting funding. They trying to get rid of us. Shalaki. It must be 36. My fault, Israel. Nah, it ain't 30. Is it 35? Bear with me. I'm just going through the spirit. Nope. I'm about to type it in. Let me just type it in. I know it's in Ecclesiastes. There be spirits. $39, Salakia. Ecclesiastes 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire around the world. It's been fires going on, right? Fires in Greece. You know they had the fires in Canada. It's always fires in California, right? Fire and hail and famine. We just said it's famine in the West Bank. The Gaza Strip and in Sudan. And death is death in the Gaza Strip, the West Bank, Syria, Ukraine, Sudan, Cambodia. I can go on and on. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Pretty soon there's going to be more articles coming out, news clips coming out of these animals attacking people. Let's get back to the article. Right? So somebody, the spirit jumped on somebody to kill them two family members, the mama and the daddy, but left the kids living. Wait a minute, let me get something else. This happened in St. Louis. Look at this shit. You can't make this up, man. Your acts will be evil towards your brother. A fight between two Wendy's employees turned deadly in St. Louis on Tuesday morning. According to St. Louis police, officers responded to a shooting and cutting in the 3400 block of Union Boulevard around 7:20 a.m. According to St. Louis police, the employees got into an argument over personal matters while inside the fast food restaurant. When the argument turned physical and moved onto Wendy's parking lot, the 52-year-old man stabbed his 28-year-old co-worker, and then the 28-year-old shot the 52-year-old. The 52-year-old was pronounced dead at the scene. The 28-year-old was taken to the hospital in critical but stable condition. But yet, they worried about the men of the Lord. They say we the problem. What about all this stuff that's going on? Look at that headline. Gunman who killed 4 in New York was trying to get to NFL offices and claimed to have CTE. And they keep coming up with evidence too, y'all. What's that? The book of Luke, the 11th chapter. Shalaki. Shalaki. Luke 12th chapter. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Now check this article out. They want to deny it. It's amazing how they try to claim that they the children of the Lord, but then want to dispel when they come up with proof that Moses was real. A controversial, look at it, first words of Moses inscribed in 3,800-year-old Egyptian minds could prove the Bible true. We ain't worried about y'all trying to investigate the Bible true or not. The Bible is true. A controversial new interpretation of markings etched on the walls of an ancient Egyptian mind could prove the book of Exodus to be true. Why do you think archaeology was started to begin with? Because they say, man, this can't be true, man. They read the book. Man, we got to start doing some investigating. So they start digging up shit. And guess what? A whole new career, like a whole new job was found. Like I just said with the mental health industry. A whole new career line. I'm an archaeologist. We're trying to figure out what happened in antiquity, in ancient times. Researcher Michael Boron claimed that a 3,800-year-old Proto-Sinaitic inscription found at Serebet el Khadam in Egypt's Sinai Peninsula may read Zot em Moshe, Hebrew for "this is Moses." Y'all can check it out, because now all of a sudden the Israelis, no, that ain't it. Yeah, right. But y'all claim to be them people. Evidence coming out. Y'all ain't them people. Look at that. Largest ever earthquake swarm recorded at volcano with 1,000 quakes tracked. This in Washington. Right? Officials are monitoring the largest earthquake swarm ever at Washington's Mount Rainier that started on July 8, 2025. The U.S. Geological Survey Cascades Volcano Observatory reported the swarm started early on Tuesday, July 8, 2025, at the 14,410-foot volcano located near Seattle. As of 8 a.m. Friday, July 25th, geologists have recorded 1,010 small earthquakes, saying this number will increase as seismologists continue to analyze data. It comes after a doomsday map revealed the major U.S. cities set to be destroyed in less than 75 years. And guess what now? Remember now, it's a underground volcano in the ocean right off the coast of Oregon that they say about to erupt too. They got cameras on that motherfucker right now. Earthquakes in diverse places. Now look at this dude. Hey, look at this. Graham suggests Israel take Gaza by force and start over like U.S. did in Tokyo and Berlin. Everybody, all the other leaders around the world call Lindsey Graham a girl. Look at this. Hidden fault line could lead to catastrophic earthquake stretching from U.S. to Canada, scientists warn. Now look at this old funny looking ass naked face motherfucker. Far-right Israeli minister slams aid airdrop for Gaza. They trying to kill them folks. The U.S. been secretly moving nuclear weapons to the U.K. Look at, I told y'all Greek having wildfires, right? Look at that. Greek wildfires force mass evacuations in Athens. The Lord is not playing. He's speeding up the time. Because these devils, they walking around seeking whom they may devour because they trying to depopulate the earth. Athens, Greece, a punishing heat wave that drove thermometers above 45 degrees Celsius has ignited scores of wildfires across Greece, prompting emergency evacuations in suburbs of Athens and on 3 popular islands for travelers heading to or already within the capital region, Evia, Crete, or Kythera. The blazes are reshaping itineraries and raising new safety considerations. Yeah. So Matthew 24th chapter is in full effect. 2nd Esdras 9th chapter, full effect. 15th chapter, 16th chapter, full effect. Look at that. Russia's, I can't pronounce that word, y'all, volcano starts erupting after earthquake. The Klyuchevsky volcano on Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula began erupting on Wednesday following a powerful earthquake off Russia's far eastern coast. Lava began flowing from what is the largest active volcano in the northern hemisphere. The Russian Academy of Sciences United Geophysical Service said in a post on Telegram, a descent of burning hot lava is observed on the western slope. Powerful glow above the volcano explosions. Oh, it was an 8.8 magnitude earthquake. That's pretty large, right? The Klyuchevsky eruption occurred just hours after a huge 8.8 magnitude earthquake early Wednesday triggered a tsunami that sent waves across the Pacific, prompting evacuations and emergency declarations from Russia to Hawaii and alerts as far south as New Zealand. The quake is tied for the 6th strongest ever recorded and was upgraded from an initial 8.0 reading. Man, hey, it's going down, Israel. Better start paying attention. Look at the Lord. Judgment go forth daily from the Lord. I just read the headline. 2 killed at sailing camp after barge collides with their boat, authorities say. It's on the 28th in Miami. 2 children were killed and 2 more are in critical condition after a barge struck and sunk their boat, sending them overboard during a sailing camp in Miami on Monday, authorities said. All 6 people on the sailing boat were pulled from the water by responders, and 4 kids were rushed to a nearby hospital where 2 were pronounced dead upon arrival. Book of Job, I pray thee, whoever perishes being innocent. You can't get around the scriptures, y'all. Everything tie into the scriptures. Look at this crazy lady. Woman accused of stealing a Mustang from River City Casino so she could DoorDash. They caught her ass. She talking about she was going to take it back. Yeah. Let's see what this saying. Oh, that's that flash flood from Lincoln. Let me see. Oh, Russia got hit with a cyber attack too. They whole this one airline was shut down. They couldn't do nothing. Look at that. But they worried about us. They worried about the men of the Lord. The ones that claim, the ones that saying we the Israelites, right? Just on the highways and byways. But they ain't worried about these people doing all this other shit. There's probably Christians too. Stabbing spree at Michigan Walmart leaves 11 injured, 6 critically. Authorities say a man wielding a folding knife stabbed 11 people near a checkout counter at a Walmart in Traverse City, Michigan. Now you just gonna sit there and let the motherfucker stab y'all? Come on now. Grand Traverse County Sheriff Michael Shear told reporters July 26th that the 42-year-old suspect was a Michigan resident and the attack appeared to be random with a standard folding style knife. Bystanders at the store helped subdue the suspect, he said. Now, a lady at my job just passed. She had been missing for 2 days. And the word is that the medicines that she was on, because she was going through cancer treatment, was affecting her and threw her off. So she wandered out her house. They found her 2 days later by her house, dead in the field. You better watch what you're doing, Israel. Let's see what else we got. Look at that. Colombia denounces mass deportation of citizens from Ecuador. All this is going to lead to everybody hating a whore. And the culmination will be World War III. Now look at the EU Defense Commissioner. Get ready for a 2-front war with Russia and China. Now, they already saying that the British, now you got to look this up. The British have a long-standing hatred for the Russians, right? The British Army only got 70,000 military personnel, and it's in all their branches. You know, Russia got over 1 million. And you know them Chinese got over 1 million in their army. So it ain't going to go well for America, the Western hegemony, the EU countries, NATO, Canada, them Israelis. They finna start getting fucked up. So guess what, Israel? That's just a daily news wrap up. Y'all better start getting your houses in order, because we getting closer and closer to the end of this age. We one day close to the kingdom. Shalom.